Welcome back, and thank you for listening to another episode of It's On Us. On this episode, we have local small business owner Alyssa Montgomery joins the show to talk about her fitness journey and what it takes to be a small business owner. So, thank you for listening and enjoy the episode.
Well, see, why you gotta start it off like that?
No,
For the people out there that didn't hear you?
Yeah.
I should bitch.
Okay. You
Pussy
got that same
time.
energy.
We're gonna flip this table.
Busy.
All right. So, question for you guys.
What's up?
What is the best advice and the worst advice you ever got?
The best and the worst?
Mhm.
Is this like a general or just me? Because you're just
Just some
staring me
advice
down.
that you got that sticks with you today.
I'm gonna skip Jacob because I
Yeah.
already got mine.
Oh,
The best advice I've ever given is also the worst advice, and it's be yourself. Because being myself sometimes is a good thing, but that shit sometimes gets my ass in trouble. So,
Okay. Little give and take.
yep.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
You know,
one.
I think definitely the best recent advice was to refinance my house. It's like just financially, it was a really good move. So I was like, yeah, and I didn't realize it at first. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah. So if you have a house, consider refinancing because rates are low. I'm not trying to sell that at all.
I just got a
Good to
house.
know.
I shouldn't refinance, right?
It might be worth it, but it might not be just because
It's a
because I had 4 years of principal payments down, so it helped. Yeah.
We just reached a year, so I'm not even about to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I as far as worst advice goes, I don't know. I think a lot of people when you get bad advice and you know it's like it just kind of goes in one ear out the other. So I don't know. Bad advice, I don't really have it. You know, I don't really feel it.
I know what you mean by that, John, because I'm one of those people. I only absorb like good things and good advice or good actions, and whenever I see something bad or hear something bad, I just like flush it out immediately because I know it's bullshit. But if I had to probably bring up something as far as bad advice, somebody probably told me to be grateful for what I had, you know what I mean, and be complacent at a young age because I didn't know how good I had it. But I have a hungry, ambitious attitude, so I knew immediately to dismiss that. And as far as the best advice I probably ever got was probably the polar opposite, to strive for more, because again, as long as I have a dream or I have a fire lit in me, if I don't let it go out, I can always, climb higher, and I think I strive off of that. I don't try to slow down. So that's probably my best and worst.
No, that's some good sound advice. Our special guest, Alyssa.
The best advice that I've ever received, honestly, was I was told to stop being anxious and to stop looking to the future and just live daily. And I think that that's helped me a lot because I feel like when you worry, you're wasting your time.
That's true.
Because God's going to take it in his hands regardless of how much you worry.
Facts.
The moment you think you're in control, God's going to say, hold on, here we go.
Yeah, hold on a minute, player.
I think it's funny when people say oh, I know it's supposed to try to tell God oh, I already know what's supposed to happen to me. I think he laughs on the inside. How do you know? It's already preset for you. That's just
Life is unexpected in general. Just unexpected. You never know. Nothing. You could have one idea oh shit, we about to get this done. This move's about to happen in 5 months. Next 5 months, bam, your whole world could change for the positive or the negative. You could be hold on.
yeah. 3 to 6 months can change your whole life.
I did not see this coming. How do I readjust? How do I adapt? How do I make sure I'm ready for this headspace that I'm in? Neither if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Right, because I bet if you took 10 people, only 2 people will tell you their life planned out the way they planned it, but it didn't happen in the order that they thought it would happen, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because those people are extremely lucky, and they will admit that themselves. I was very lucky to be in this position because I thought it was going to happen, but for certain things to align and it to take place, you got to have a little luck, man.
You have to. Just like, for instance, we're seeing that in the NBA right now with all the injuries. Sometimes you get a stroke of luck when other superstars go down and stuff like that, and your team is healthy, and health is wealth in the NBA and other, sports leagues. Got to take care of yourself.
Okay, just for mine, I guess the best advice I got was to stay consistent in everything you do. And the worst advice I got was to be realistic. I was like, what do you mean be realistic? So basically, they try to put their idea of what their reality is on me, and I'm like, we live 2 different spaces, so you can't put your energy on mine. You're not going to tell me how I'm supposed to live my life. So
exactly, because it could come from somebody like me, to where I have kids, you don't have kids. I can't tell you how to live your life based off that because my whole shit is way different than your shit.
Yeah, and it's interesting though because people put their fears on you, you can't do this.
Nah, fuck that.
No, I can. You can't. So that's the difference. Like, so that's probably like the best and worst advice I think I've ever got though. But just to stay on like the health and wealth tip.
Ooh.
You know, today on the episode of It's On Us, we have a collective today. In front of me, we're gonna start off with you.
Oh, what?
How do you want to be addressed today?
Man, it's up to you. How do you want to address me?
The Glizzy Guzzler.
Okay,
The Glizzy
see?
God. Jacob.
Hello, everybody.
We have Gabe with us.
How y'all doing?
My man John.
Hello, how is everybody doing today?
First of all, fuck John.
Yeah, fuck John times 2.
Oh man.
Made a quick
Well,
40 in like 5 minutes.
We'll
yesterday.
get down.
We'll
that.
get to that
Yeah,
later.
we'll get to that later.
Clifton.
Your boys Cliff here. How's everybody doing that's tuning in? Thank you.
And our very, very special guest today, Miss Alyssa,
Thank you for having me. Hi,
aka
everyone.
Lift with Lyss. All right. So today, Jacob, you have a list of questions for us.
Why do you always come to me with the list of questions? You be like, John.
Because ideally, you set all this up. I told you outside, like.
Oh yeah, true. I do.
Well, first things first, you want to introduce yourself for people like me who really don't know you, so in that way, you can just break the ice.
Okay. Well, my name is Alyssa Montgomery. I own my own business, Lift with Lyss Personal Training, in downtown Elyria. I'm 29 years old. I'm engaged to my fiance Alex, and I have a lot of pets.
How many pets?
I have 2 cats and 2 dogs, 2 pit bulls, and then I have Seamus, a cat, and Rascal, another one.
Are they blue nose or red nose?
I have a blue and a red.
Okay, there you
So,
go. There you go.
I never heard of a blue
Fire and
nose.
ice.
You never seen a blue nose?
No.
They're the gray ones.
Okay, that's what
okay.
I was gonna
So
assume
beautiful,
that, but
beautiful
I'm not
dogs.
sure.
Nice.
I want a dog.
They're like kind of like Dobermans. How like my Doberman's a red Doberman, but he's brown. Or like Honey's considered a red Doberman, but their
like
coat is brown.
Gotcha.
All right.
You learn something new every day, John.
Yeah, I do.
So, Alyssa, we're just gonna jump into questions and conversation's just gonna go.
Okay.
So, what led you on this journey to becoming a personal trainer?
I've been involved in some type of fitness my whole life. I did side jobs and everything once I got out of school. Not knowing what I wanted to do, I went into dental assisting, but fell in love with CrossFit when I started that. I went to CrossFit for 4 years, started dabbling in a little strongman, and then wanted to do bikini competitions. So I realized my whole life is about fitness. Why not make it my career as well? And as you get involved in fitness, people ask you, hey, you want to work out with me? Do you want to do this? So I started doing that with all of my friends. And then I had people that I didn't know ask me if they wanted to work out, if I wanted to work out. And I'm like, why am I not charging for this? Because I'm programming the whole thing. I should be charging for this. So I started off with just people that knew me, $10, meet me at Planet Fitness.
Okay.
Let's do that. And then I went from there and, up my price, found a place to work for. And after that, it just kind of took off. So clientele built up, and it's been excellent, actually.
Great.
So it's been like a steady climb for you. So like you said, it's a whole fitness is a lifestyle. Like some people want to just get fit just to be like, okay, I look good, but no, like you have to dedicate your whole new space of like, I'm going to start drinking more water, eating better, just reading more, and just sleeping more, and like it's a whole recipe that goes into like health. So
I think that people they start off by wanting the aesthetics of it, and that is like a plus, obviously. But once they get into it, they like it more for the mental health reasons and just feeling better, like getting out of bed and not hurting.
Yeah,
So.
we only getting older from this point, so I'm like, I need to
Right.
get on this part because
I can tell you from my softball game, my knee was hurting. I'm like,
when you were younger, like you can just like, oh, I'm hurt. Next day, okay,
yeah.
Right, you bounce back.
yeah. You 25 over, you get hurt. It's gonna take you a couple of days. to,
I looked at somebody the other day. I said, I'm feeling that shit.
Yeah.
25, you really start getting hurt, bro.
Oh my gosh.
That shit start hitting different
Oh,
on your
no.
body.
Trust me, one of my worst fears is like being 40 plus and hitting like the corner of the bed, like on your shin part, and then taking like a couple weeks
Or
to
your
recover.
kneecap and shit, bro.
You go into work, you're like, what happened to you, man? Oh, torn meniscus. What happened? Going up the steps at home. Like, some like random, like small like injury. Like, what the heck? Like, no. But yeah, health is definitely important. And I actually took accountability for all these guys. I'm like, let's just start our own personal like wellness trip for the IOU podcast. Like, let's just every day drink a gallon of water. Just take a walk, a brisk walk for 15, 20 minutes, you know, just to improve your well-being. So that's something that we're trying to inspire to be too. So
yeah, this week has been good. It's been good.
It's been really
everybody's
good.
showing receipts in the group chat, just making sure everybody's accountable.
Hell yeah.
Even my ass went for a walk.
Right.
That's really cute.
Yes.
You guys have a group message for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
We have a whole group message for all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we just
Good.
bullshit. Like, no, I shouldn't say we bullshit in a lot of our conversations, but I would say half the day is about cracking on Jacob or making a joke about something, and then half of the day is actually being productive and kind of staying on each other's asses to
That's
motivate
good.
each
Yeah.
other to just do something productive for the day, no matter how small it
because
is.
you want that
That's how
group of
friends should
friends,
be.
right? A group of friends that's like consistently like, okay, I love you enough to like check you, like, hey, get on your shit because like need to be better.
Like
So,
Jacob stopped drinking pop because of us.
Yeah, I went for a month just without it, and now I switched from pop to coffee more. I don't know if that's bad or good. I know that it has less calories than the pop.
how do
I
you
was
drink your
drinking.
coffee though?
I drink cold coffee with the foam.
Oh, so you doll it
two-
up. It's not just
2 Splendas and 2 hazelnuts, but the hazelnut doesn't have any sugar. So I try to do. I'm trying to do better
Yeah, that's definitely better than pop.
because I would
Oh,
drink.
yeah.
I would drink a 32 ounce of Code Red every day.
Yeah,
Almost
see,
every day.
that's not
oh
good.
god.
So yeah,
You're
so
probably pissing red.
but no,
It's an acid.
But I would also drink like 3 of these a day too.
Now, did you notice like not to be like in your pee? You
Oh,
probably
no,
noticed
I've noticed,
You
yeah.
probably noticed your pee had no bubbles in it because you didn't have
Yes.
extra bullshit.
Does your lower back feel better? Like, does your kidneys feel more flush?
That's one thing that scared me. I did wake up one morning and my shit was just hurting. I'm like,
So that's your kidneys.
so I was like, you know what? I do got to be smarter. I'm about to be 30 next year. I have a son. I have 2 children. I have to
me.
think
Couldn't
about
be-
this smart. So like, I even told Shanta, like, look, I have to, be more willing to go on walks instead of just sitting my ass on the couch. I've actually done better about eating junk food though. I don't eat a lot of junk food.
That's my thing. about it,
Contrary
man.
to popular belief, I don't eat a lot of junk food. But my Achilles heel is portion control. I could load up 3 tacos real
I've
quick.
seen you. Oof. I've seen your portions.
My portions is my Achilles heel. But I've also was aware of that at one point. And I was like, oh shit, I did lose like 5 pounds, 10 pounds. So I just gotta be better.
That's all you got to do, man.
No, that's right though. So again, taking accountability for your own actions leads to a more satisfying life.
And in
Yeah.
short, if you want to be better, you got to do better.
Right.
This is actually somebody hitting me up right now to go to the gym. My gym buddy James.
Nice.
There you go. Say I'm busy.
I'm gonna text him here in a second.
So, Alyssa,
Yes.
what are the requirements to become a personal trainer?
So what I did to become a personal trainer is I did all of mine online. It's a certification. So it's about a 3-month course, I would say. I did mine pretty quickly, but it shouldn't take you 3 months. So the moment that you sign up, you get all of your information, all of your testing, everything that you would need for the test, and then based on how much you can soak up so quickly, you can take the test whenever. So it doesn't have to be 3 months now.
So, what does this test entail? I guess I should say.
A lot of questions about programming, honestly, is a big thing with this test. But you go to a facility. They are pretty intense, actually, for the test, which is crazy. They made me shake out my hair the last time, thinking like I could cheat.
What?
Right, I was in an airport, pretty much, to get in to take the test.
Yeah,
So-
TSA up in that bitch. Like, look,
It was
hold up.
nuts. And we couldn't look down for longer than 3 to 5 seconds or someone would come and check on you. You were on camera. It's nuts. I
What
could
the
not
hell?
I could not believe the testing was that intense.
Wait,
The test itself is not that difficult.
why couldn't you look down?
It would look on camera as if you're looking
Like you're
at a
reading something
paper
or like you're cheating.
yeah.
Oh shit.
That's awkward.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you needed a break, you needed to raise your hand. They had to come and get you and then walk you to the bathroom. And I'm just like, it's not that serious,
Right,
guys.
right.
It's
Some
really
requirements for jobs just does not make sense. It doesn't add up.
That's
Yeah.
just different.
But the test itself is just 150 multiple choice questions. Like, the test is not not that serious, but getting into it was.
Time out. So you're telling somebody like me, if I fill out the shit
Oh gosh.
and literally took the test
Oh,
and I
Lord.
passed it, I can legit become a personal trainer.
You'd be a CPT, yeah.
Wow, that's funny. But my
That's
only
scary.
Saying that you'd get clientele, I mean, is it?
It's a different
That's a
story.
different story.
That's very
Right,
different.
right.
Like,
I can see Jacobs now get Jack with Jake. They'll eat
There you
McDonald's
go.
in the morning, Taco Bell in the afternoon.
Hey,
sound like Ocho Cinco.
I'm about to say Ocho Cinco eats nothing but McDonald's and shit.
So
He's shredded
He
though.
has that Ocho versus science thing, which I'm really interested in because it's like which one makes more sense though. So
His I feel like his metabolism is just so high.
Top-notch,
Genetics.
It's just it's just he can eat whatever he
Eating a
wants.
fucking
And honestly,
Big
it goes
Mac.
nowhere.
And that's
He's
like some
quarter
people-
pounders. He's Big Macs. It's like, bro, like where's this all going? And he just sweat it out basically.
And that's what Cam Newton was saying to him. Genetics, like your genes is different from mine. Like you can do that.
He tried to
Not
get that
everybody
motherfucker
can
to
do
get
that.
on that diet.
He looked at him so crazy. Him
He said,
and
look, we're
Brandon
gonna have
Marshall.
McDonald's in the morning. He said McDonald's at night. He said, and then McDonald's for your dinner.
And I have you working three times a day.
That's not no.
it's just keeping your heart rate up and keeping you constantly moving. It's like you're burning so much. So, oh yeah. So okay, Alyssa, for you, like, what would be like a simple routine in a day of like a training session with you? It just depends on like the clientele, what they want, or is it just like
It depends on the client's goals. So if they want to build muscle, if they want to lose weight, if they wanted to build muscle, obviously I'm programming something heavier with less repetitions. If they want to lose weight, usually it's a HIIT program, which is 30-30 of high intensity. And then, it's just accustomed to the client's goals.
okay?
What do
they
you
want.
prefer to?
Oh, I prefer to lift heavy, and I prefer to train heavy as well. Standing there next to, I refuse to stand next to a treadmill and say, go faster.
Right.
I'm still going to give you a cardio program that obviously I can count repetitions, and but it's not as fun.
I hear
Just
you.
because there's not like that huge victory that you get when you lift something super heavy and you're like, man, I just lifted that.
Right. I hear you.
That's why I sometimes go to Planet Fitness because like I like try to squat or like push something up, bench it. I can't scream out loud because they'll be like, the lunk alert to go
The
off,
lunk
and I'm
alarm.
like, you're intimidating people around you, but I'm like, that's a whole goal. Like I just
You're like,
did
I
that
want
shit,
to.
but-
Mental
Yeah.
breakthrough right there.
That's what
You
I'm
just
saying.
broke
Like
through a
I just
barrier.
broke through the glass ceiling. Like let's go next. Because the other day I had the runner's high, they call it, right? So
Yeah.
I was biking and I did 20 miles on the bike, and I'm like, okay. And then once I got done, I'm like, man, what's next? I got to keep going. Like so. Then afterwards, played basketball for like 2 hours. I'm like, all right, I think I'm good now. And then I just mellowed out like after that though. But I'm like, this is what they talk about when like you get so like embedded into working out, it like you like get lost with the time, and it just like your passion pretty much takes over at that point. Like it's no longer like a duty or like a job. Like you feel good doing it. So and that's probably how you feel most of the time when you're like training and
Definitely.
such.
That happened to me last year after I ran 10 miles. I just wanted to go out one day and go for my normal 5 miles, and then I reached 7 miles, and I was like, let me see if I can do another 3. And I was like, by the time I'm, done, I will be rounding back to the house. I got it done, but my body wasn't done. And I worked out for like 3 hours afterwards. It was crazy. And I slept like a baby.
I mean, a 10-mile run and working out 3 hours. Did you do cocaine
No.
before you did it?
Right.
That's what you would think.
Just
though,
a
like-
super runner's high, and my blood pressure was just so pumped when I sat down. My body felt like it was itching, and I didn't like that.
I had so much pre-workout.
So I might have snorted a
I
line
snorted.
and drank one.
That's the crazy
at the
part.
same time at the gym.
I cut pre-workout out 2 years ago because it used to make my face itch real bad, and I didn't like that feeling at the gym. I do not like pre-workout.
I've
It
never
helps,
taken
but
it.
I don't like
it.
pre-workout
I've never
either.
taken it. I have enough energy on my own that I could just naturally just like get the fuck going.
And that's
I'll
how I
go.
feel. I can just mentally push myself. I don't
Yeah.
need this powder substance in my body to tell me I can go.
Maybe one Red Bull. That's about it.
I have so much anxiety that pre-workout makes it worse. So
I-
I'm trying to
yeah.
work out, and I'm like, everything's wrong. Something bad is gonna happen.
No, yeah,
Start thinking
I
about
do
your heart rate.
pre-workout.
It's like, oh, is
I've
this,
never
is
taken
this the right?
pre-workout.
No, yeah, I do like, yeah, I do pre-workout because I'm really mellow most of the time. So like, it helps me just boost to the next level. And then like, I'm still mellow, but it like inside, I'm like, okay, I'm a fucking psychopath. Let's go. Like, I'm about to turn up. So,
I've never taken pre-workout.
I mean, to each his own.
Yeah, I've never done it either. So
I never worked.
Alyssa, do you
Not-
recommend people do that, or it just kind of depends
Personal
on the person?
preference.
It depends on the person.
Some people really
Yeah.
love it.
Mhm.
Me, I'm off of it. I can't do it. Nope.
Have you ever taken it?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Chocolate, vanilla, all that shit. And, yeah.
Back in the day,
Back in the day.
when he was a young stallion.
I'm about to say what?
But last year, so last year before COVID, I was going to Stay Fit like 3 days a week. I was doing like, I don't know how many miles on a bike, maybe 5 or 10, and then I'd go work out and do like the chest presses, the shoulder pulls, and all the like, just basically very basic workouts. And then I felt really good, and I just signed back up. So I'm very excited to go back because I kind of gave up on it. I was like,
That's right by my house, ain't it?
yeah.
That was my first personal training job. Was at Stay Fit, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right around the corner from my house.
So, question for you, John: do you want to be like a muscle head now, or like what's your goal?
No,
Okay.
I just want to get rid of my gut. Really, get rid of the gut, and maybe get a little bit of definition. Never had it. So.
I know a person. I know a personal trainer.
Oh, yeah, I
Let me
know. I
know.
know one actually too. I can help you
Let me know.
out. Yeah.
We'll set it up.
Trying to look like Clark Kent in the office.
Assist your every need.
Physique. Right.
What you need?
So you need his boxes moved?
I'll get that file.
I'll get your cat out of the tree.
Okay, Alyssa. So, like, can you explain like the dieting, or not dieting, like the supplement lifestyle adjustment you have to do when you're like becoming fit? Like, so what do you eat on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, obviously. So I go by the 80-20 rule, which means 80% nutrition and 20% whatever I want.
I like that.
Weekly.
that one.
So usually on the weekends I enjoy myself, but I have set foods that I eat Monday through Friday. I'm very boring and set in my ways with my food, especially when I'm in prep. So, I mean, we're talking eggs in the morning, and then, for lunch, chicken and rice. For dinner, chicken and a salad or some steak, something very, very simple. But and then on Saturday, Sunday, I get to enjoy what I want, and that keeps me fit where I'm happy too.
Yeah, there you go.
Very.
You're doing what you want and you're eating what you want.
Right, exactly. And I'm actually going for my nutrition certification, and I take the test in August. So
You will pass, and
Good luck.
thank you.
We're gonna
I'll be able to help you guys with
get
all
us
your
together.
food.
Yeah, because I have goals I want to reach myself. So definitely need to tap in with that. So
You looking at a prize client over there?
I was about to whip my head around, but I seen 2 fingers look that way. I'm like, all right, y'all got it.
Look at
bro.
those
Gotta get
arms.
it.
Okay, so
I got you, Jacob.
I don't need to
Couple
lose
things.
weight. I just need to like tone up because like I feel like I'm good on my weight. I just actually need to like,
Same.
you know what I mean? If I lose any more weight, I feel like I'm fucking. It's gonna be bad.
Wiz Khalifa.
yeah, please don't be like, what's wrong with Gabe? He's going through something.
Ain't it? Yeah. It's like I can see his jaw.
that'd be
Tyrone
super.
Biggums.
I actually have a goal for myself by the end of the summer. I'm going to bike here for a podcast from my house.
No.
What's up? I'll take the tandem. No. Drive to my house, and we'll tandem from my house to there.
That sounds more doable, but from your house to here?
Because I got
don't wanna find you
trails.
on the
I
side
got
of the
Burr
road.
Oaks. I could do that trail from Burr Oaks to Dave's Dam, cut through, connect to 611, bam.
So you're willing to do a bike?
Because I looked up. It's going to be about 20 miles together.
There and back, or
You better
just
spend the
there?
night here.
back.
You ain't gonna do that.
He gonna do it one time and be done.
Hey,
Be
That's why I said you got to
supportive.
do
Be
it.
supportive,
That's why I
guys.
said the
Come on.
tandem.
That's true.
That's why I said the tandem.
You
Because if
got
we're
it.
both on it together, then
So,
we're
yeah,
gonna
so
do
I
it.
think-
I'm gonna make them do it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's way more doable and it's more
I want
comfortable.
to. I want
You
to
can
accomplish
drive
it by
after.
myself though.
You know what, Jacob? I'm not gonna put their limitations on you. You're gonna do this shit, all right?
'Cause I was
Hold you
thinking about
accountable
it.
for
Or I'm gonna smack the shit out you.
Okay.
Hey,
That's
look, and Jacob, I'll bike here.
Ooh.
I live like
Fuck you,
I live
asshole.
like a 2-minute drive away.
You can jog here. There you go.
But Shanta said I shouldn't do it all at once. Like I should prep myself for that ride.
For
You
sure.
really need to.
So like I might just invest in a bike that I see off Facebook.
Just start off with 5 miles, and next time do 10. You
there
know.
you go.
That's how I started. Yep.
Yep.
Eventually, I want to do like
Yeah,
a
everybody
marathon.
starts
Be-
that way.
you
Before the
gotta start
summer's
somewhere.
over though, that's my goal. I want to bike here at least once. That's a personal goal I have.
Please let me know. I'll be at the finish line.
Nice.
I will too. With a Gatorade.
Yep.
And something to
Granola
eat.
bar.
And a taco or something for
to
you.
recover.
He said Taco Bell.
A pack of your favorite glizzies, whatever you want, man. Just sit at the finish line.
Nathan's, whatever.
You'll have a banner for your little medal and everything. Go Jacob.
That's
Well,
more
I
like
appreciate-
it.
I appreciate the support.
Here we
fellas.
go.
So I have a question because it was something that I thought about. How is it working in a field mostly dominated by men?
I think that I have the advantage. actually.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather
man.
get trained by a girl than a guy because I feel like a dude's just gonna yell at me. And then we just gonna end up like having words at one point.
You'll be able next to my
I'll
ear
yell
like
at you too, but you're not
shit
gonna
up.
hit me.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, I'd rather get yelled at by you. I'm like, all right, put my head down, just listen. Let's do it.
I feel like I just have a niche that a male trainer wouldn't have. Female trainers want to come to female trainers most of the time. They feel more comfortable. They're not as insecure thinking that a man is judging them, so they want to come to a female trainer.
No, that makes sense though.
And I have majority 90% of my clients are female. I do have that 10% that's male. But and they wanted a female trainer for the same reason Gabe just said. So
I don't want a dickhead.
I'm telling you,
There's
I
that.
listen to an assertive woman. If you telling me what to do, I'm like I said, I'm put my head down. We just gonna do it. You know what I mean? So,
that's what I like to hear.
Most of my life has been run by assertive women, so
Right.
I'm like I might as well just
Might
keep
as-
the trend. Yeah.
Makes sense.
So so Alyssa, so just to go off like kind of that, you are a business owner. So
Yes.
what is the best and worst part of owning your own business?
The best part is definitely making my own schedule and making my own salary, pretty much. And having my own facility, honestly, is great too because if I break something, it's mine. You know, it's not. I don't have to pay somebody else back. But owning my own business has been very stressful, especially with the pandemic that's going on. So that would be part of the worst part. So I didn't get, obviously, unemployment. I wasn't paid for 3 months that I was shut down. So I would say that was the worst part about owning my own business is just not knowing its future and it coming down all on me. Everything comes down on me. If something happens, it's not, oh, well, let me tell my boss. It's, oh, I got to figure it out.
Shit,
You
I
know?
am the boss.
I am the boss.
Yeah.
Yep.
And nobody predicted a pandemic, like,
No,
to
right?
crash the economy. Like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. I actually signed the lease for my new facility 3 days before I got shut down.
Wow.
Yeah. So I signed the lease and it was like, psych, you're not working at all.
man.
Yeah.
So, during the pandemic, did you learn how to adapt? Like, okay, if I can't have people here, but so what did you figure out?
I started my apparel line to make some money. I obviously live with Lyss Personal Training. You buy t-shirts, you buy sweatshirts, joggers. I made a whole thing so that my clients could still support me. And I also did online trainings as well. So Zoom, FaceTime,
Anything you could to see
anything
video?
to get by. And I still use the Zoom and FaceTime now. So that actually pushed my business in a different direction that I didn't have before.
Push me into a new
So,
field to
yeah,
kind of like
I
expand.
did benefit slightly from it. So
There you go.
Took a negative and made it a positive.
exactly.
Adapted, and now you have a whole new field and traffic to operate
Right.
in when everything goes back to normal, too.
And I'm not gonna lie, it was scary. It was very scary
Hell yeah,
to open your own business.
You said 3 days after, it's like, what am I
Like,
gonna
what-
do now?
Like,
Yeah.
what did you do? Like,
Now I got to put on my thinking cap all over
right.
again.
But it forces you to like think though, and like you're in that uncomfortable space, and that's where the most growth happens. Is when like you're not used to what's going on, and you have to adapt, and it builds character on top of what you're doing. So like next time comes around, like okay, I'm already preset, I'm ready. So
right.
yeah,
I mean, it makes you tougher too. So
Right, and when it's all said and done, when you have your little memoir or write your autobiography, you can mention that, like, man, I suffered the pandemic. I went through struggle. Can't nobody tell me that. You can mention it all in your book.
So I have a question opposed to your actual everyday field. You said you like in the gym. I usually don't work out in a gym. I find my activities like playing softball or basketball or kickball.
yeah,
Do you think it's inevitable that I'll make my way to the gym to stay active at one point? Or do you think I can still go by just doing my sports activities and it being my...
obviously that's good that you do the sports activities, but I would push you in the direction of weightlifting, weight training, just because it is great for you. And I mean, through sports, yeah, you're getting your workout in, but that's what you're getting is a workout. With strength training, it's a different thing. You'll eventually make your way there, I promise, because you told me your goals beforehand about building muscles.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Nice.
Oh, why are you pointing at me?
God, you got goals too, right?
I got goals. Yeah, I gotta.
You want to get from a size B training bra to A. And
That was a good one. I was unexpected. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you were.
Projectable ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Alyssa, there is a question for you that I have. Kind of going off of what Clinton said. about a book. What is your end game? Where your company is at now? Where do you want it to be? Like, what's your ultimate goal for Lyss?
So, I've always said, and I'm nowhere near content where I am. I do want to build from here, but I want to be a mom more than I want to be a business owner. So there is that part of me that would like to still have Live with Lyss, but maybe not have me so much involved. So the online training is perfect right now because I work 50 hours a week right now. I can't do that for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel it. I work
can't.
2 jobs and I try to fit in softball and all that other shit.
And I
It's hard.
absolutely love my job. I love my clients. The end game for Live with Lyss is honestly selfish. It's I want to be happy, but I still want to make an income and I want to do what I love to do. It's more for making my life happy and better.
So
Your happiness is that's the key.
happiness is number one. So
Yeah.
I guess like
And you know what? I think the beauty about this pandemic and you learning like the whole online part of business through Zoom and online workouts, because you said you want to be a mother. I think through this experience, like when your end game comes around, because you're obviously going to capitalize off your youth and work out, you know, in person and stuff. But when it comes time to being a mother, you can do your workouts from home and you can still run Live with Lyss. And I think you'll have the best of both worlds. And I think that's awesome that you kind of found the solution early through this unfortunate pandemic.
Thank you.
That's dope.
So I mean, this is the idea for you. What you could do is like slowly now start to mold somebody else to like just be there when you're not there, so you can do like other tedious things.
So I currently have 2 other trainers under me as well at the facility. So I have 2 other female trainers, and I would be, when I do step back a little bit and not work so much, would be bringing in another one as well.
Nice.
That would pretty much sublease my facility. So Live with Lyss will still be running. I own it. I can go in and I can train when I want to, and who I want to at that time, and then I can step away and still make an income. So that's the end game, the goal.
Okay, so you got 2 prodigies right now.
Yeah, that's the smart.
Basically.
Smart. You invested in a business. Now you got people that look, we got you.
Prodigies.
Smart.
And shoot, I mean, and if both of your prodigies live up to your, you know, what you think they should be, you can maybe open up 2 facilities, have one protege run one, and have another one run
and then have
another.
them have prodigies under them, and make it a whole branch.
Have an umbrella.
it should be like a franchise, and it'd be like
Right.
And you're
Have
just working out
6
at home with your
locations.
babies and stuff like that.
I've always thought about opening one in Lorraine, just because I'm from Lorraine.
right. And
I
I think
have one in Elyria, but
it's weird trying to open a business in Lorraine because it's like the family support is here, but like I don't know if like
After that.
The
right.
ambition of like individuals are there, because what a lot of people don't realize is we have like good intentions of starting stuff here. And again, and I love Lorraine, but like trying to count on the individuals that support you through family and normal stuff like that, is hard to see them using their individual ambition to really go out and either support that business and stuff like that, because they're so set in their ways. I think we all know that.
Lorraine is coming up though.
And we are coming up. We are coming up. But I mean, shoot, we've kind of learned that through our recent experience. We're not going to get into that. It's just, you know, trying to rely on the people is sometimes the hardest thing to do.
Now, with your clients, where are they from? Like mainly, is it mainly Elyria, or are you getting people from like Lorain County or
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
In Lorain County.
That's awesome.
I have people coming from Parma.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
that's
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 ballin'.
not Lorain County.
Right, yeah.
So I have people that come from there. If they want it bad enough and they trust you and care, they show up. So
That's what's up.
so people say stuff about being in a low income area, and I'm like, that's not true. Like, people will travel to you.
You got a prime location too, like right
I
on.
do. Everybody
right on-
loves that location.
Right on Broad Street. It's like damn, like right by the new library. Yeah, I could actually walk there. Yeah.
so
It's
you're,
like-
you're going to start walking.
It's like it's actually like a
Yeah,
10
good
minute.
walk.
It's a 10-minute walk. I live right by the hospital,
Okay.
so yeah, like a 10-minute walk.
See, now she knows. So 10 minutes there.
And
She's
then
at your house like
10 minutes
knocking
back.
on the door.
get your ass up. 7 a.m. run. Let's get it.
I work 7 to 3. I would have to go
6
there.
a.m. run. Let's get it.
I'm
You
up at 6.
4 or 5 every day.
I'm up at 6 every day.
6?
No, this
6,
motherfucker be
6:30.
up at like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
every
he's
day.
up at 4.
I'm part of the 4 a.m. club.
I'm
Every day I'm
part
up
of
at
the
4 a.m.
6.
That's not me.
Yeah,
6,
right.
6:30 I wake
I can
up.
do 6.
Yeah. See, I mean that's early too, but like I study like the wealthy, the billionaires, and their like habits, and one of the habits is getting up at 3:30, 4 a.m. every day, and having like a routine to get you into your daylight. Because at that time, people are still sleeping. You don't get up till 6. I'm already 2 hours ahead of you in advance, so I have the advantage of like my thinking is a little bit more fluid. Like I can do more things out the way, and by noon, I'm done with my day. Oh, you're still starting your day, so.
So what time do you go to bed?
Like 8:39.
Okay.
So you get enough sleep. You know what I mean? So
that's tough for me. That's tough. I wake up at like 7:40 every morning, and I have to be at work at 8:30. I'm like, this is terrible.
What? You pushed it that much?
Oh yeah, 7:50, maybe 8:10 sometimes. I got an 8:10 alarm. It goes over. I'm like, if I hear that, I'm like, oh shit. I'm
Talk about 8.
Yes.
You be pushing that shit.
I'm going through it. I just need to like start pushing it back. What I do, I have an alarm clock, and I'll just like set it randomly, like 5:47. I'm like, all right, let's see if I can wake up. And so I go shut it off, and I go lay back down. And like the next morning, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go 6:40 something, just randomly, just try to wake.
You need to have a more consistent time.
I know.
I wake up
inconsistent.
every day between 6 and 6:30. My client gets dropped off at around 7:30, and I take him home when he gets back to about 30.
See, I think the hardest divorce to go through in life is the one with your bed in the morning.
because their relationship is so intertwined. It's like I love you, and it's like you don't want to leave that space.
And it's there for you every
good.
day,
And it's
every
always
night.
cozy and warm,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
And I actually go in my room cold too, so I'm just
cocooned.
like.
But
As bad as this is gonna sound, it depends on how much I drink the night before. If I do not drink, I can get up at 6 a.m. like shoot up, right? No other.
no, see, I'm so embedded now. Even if I do get drunk the day before, I'm still up at like.
Yeah, see,
5:30,
I need to flip that switch to where I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because I started to
need to
preset
get
my.
up.
It's one of those habits. Like after the 21st day of doing something for so long, it's like part of my routine. Like if I don't do it, I feel off the whole day.
Went to bed at like 1:30 last night. Woke up at 7, ready to go.
See,
Parker already downstairs. Dad, go upstairs. Damn, I didn't even talk
Like,
to you yet, bro.
what?
Shit.
no, that's how it goes though. So
Fucking kids.
speaking of like,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, all right, kids, all right, you have pets,
I do.
all right. So you told us how many pets do you have?
I have a red nose pit. I have a blue nose pit. I have JJ and Scarlet, and then I have a black cat and an orange cat, Jameis and Rascal.
Like Garfield Orange.
He's a baby. He's only 8 weeks old.
Oh,
But
not
yeah,
like
he
Garfield.
is.
Not
No,
like
he's
Garfield.
not big and old and fat like Garfield.
So how is it putting them on like a routine for that helps you out? Are you like going off their routine, or is it like you put them on something like?
So JJ actually comes to the studio with me. So he comes to work with me and he just hangs out and he loves the clients. They bring him treats, so he's getting a little overweight, so he needs to be at the gym. But the rest of them, honestly, my fiance works from home, so he takes care of them. He keeps them in their routine. Sometimes it depends on when I wake up. When my first client is, I might feed them first, and then he feeds them in the evening. It's a partnership. We work together for it. So,
That's awesome.
but Jay loves coming to work. It's a lot of fun.
No, that's awesome, man. So Jacob,
Do you have a hard time getting your dog in the car?
In the car?
Yeah.
No, he jumps right in, honestly. He's
Yeah.
so excited. He knows the moment I put my shoes on. Then
All right,
he's
it's
going.
car
Time to
ride.
go.
He's like, we about to go
My dog
somewhere?
hated getting in the car. I had to literally pick him up and
Really?
physically put him in the car. Yeah, he would hate it. He would lay down in the back seat the whole time. He just hated it. Absolutely did not like it at all.
When JJ was a puppy, he used to scream
Oh,
in the
yeah.
back seat. Yeah, and now he loves it, but he hated it when he was a baby.
See, my dog was a howler. If I was not home, all you hear was just, like, he would just howl for me. Like, and my mom would literally call me like, "Please tell me you're coming home soon," because I cannot take him howling down there all night. Man, I miss that dude. I need another dog.
I want a dog one day.
Nah, I need a dog soon. I'm telling you right now. I get dog fever just coming here and seeing Asha's dog. Like, I'm willing to kidnap
have
it.
mine.
I would kidnap your dog 100%. I would take your dog.
me and
Stop.
her, like we're cool. We got a little beef right now.
That shit.
So.
Oh, your Snapchat the other day was funny as fuck.
Man,
So-
I was hollering.
Speaking of dogs, then I'll just ask the question on the board. What is the most embarrassing dog moment you've had? Is he like
man,
is he,
JJ
like,
does a lot of stuff.
pissed at
anything
the
with
the
clients?
office and somebody
Yeah.
stepped in it or something? Or
At PetSmart, when he was a puppy, he took the biggest poop right in the middle of the aisleway.
Oh no.
And I mean, it was like grown dog type. And that was pretty embarrassing. And then he also, this was, I mean, maybe a year ago, we went to go get ice cream. You know how they have those like pup cups that you can get? So the window is very small in the ice cream place that we were at, and it was very low. And one of the employees saw JJ and was like, "Oh, JJ!" And he jumped through the window.
Oh shit.
I had him on a collar, knocked the tip jar over, jumped through the window in the ice cream parlor.
Oh shit.
With people in line. I was so embarrassed.
Sounds like a movie.
It's like,
So
get out of
embarrassed.
there.
I'm trying to like, you know how you're like trying to drag him out of the window but not choke him so you look like a bad dog
exactly.
owner?
Right.
Yeah, and like you pull on the leash, you're like, come on, and he's like,
I'm like, I'm sorry.
and I'm like, I promise I don't choke him. He doesn't
He's
listen.
through a window right now. He's in a building.
Right.
that I'm not in.
It's awful.
Dogs are crazy.
Yep.
But we love them though. It's like unconditional love for pets.
So to say one of Gabe's favorite words that I say to piggyback off that,
His favorite saying.
he hates it when I say it. What's your most embarrassing moment as a business owner? Like, just straight up like, oh fuck, I missed this appointment.
No, the most embarrassing moment, I feel like this is embarrassing, way more embarrassing for my client than it was for me, but my face was red. I had a client, she was benching, and I'm obviously spotting her, so I have my hands above the bar, and I'm telling her to push for this last rep, and her whole boob fell out of her bra while she was benching. It just fell out. She was like mid-bench, and all I could say, I go, oh, your boob. so she finishes the rep with,
Tit out. Boob out.
It's out.
Warrior.
We rack it. So I rack the bar, and like she adjusts her rack and puts it away.
She said rack then re-rack.
Yeah. She puts it away, and she just apologizes. And I mean, my ears were red, my face, and I mean, obviously, it's a body, it's a human body, whatever. Like it's not but the fact that it was literally like.
Hello.
Yeah, and I was just okay. Your boo.
He gave you a little courtesy wink, like I'm here too.
Hey. Said, don't forget you're working me out.
We got you. Oh, that's so crazy.
That's wild.
So that was probably the most embarrassing moment as a trainer. But dealing with bodies, you're gonna deal with some
That shit
weird
is pretty
stuff.
funny.
That's amazing.
That gave me an idea for the title.
Have you ever
too.
seen anybody like pass out or anything like that?
No,
No. Thank God.
thank God.
I've seen like TikToks of that shit. I'm like,
man.
well, not like the Instagram reels or whatever. They're more like TikToks to me, but
People are trying to like squat and they're like
yeah,
stand up and pass
mhm.
out.
So
I seen one dude. He was trying to, I don't know if it's deadlift or he was lifting it over his head, and he went to go from the top of his shoulders up and hit his forehead and knocked his ass out from here to here. Bink, and he just dropped it. He was just like woozy and just stumbling. I was like, oh my goodness, this is my worst fear. This is why I don't want to go in there.
So
It's
that's
like,
why you get a personal trainer.
exactly.
Right.
That's why my clients don't pass out.
Have you ever seen anybody throw up from working out?
Yes.
Being in CrossFit.
Is it your fault?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Do you
all right.
feel bad?
Sometimes, yeah, I do feel awful when it does happen. I actually beat myself up when I make a client throw up
I
because
feel like that's good though.
yeah, because I should see the signs. You know, some
Right.
people have different signs for the fact that their body's like, just stop. But like sometimes I don't catch on to it. And if you're completely stone faced and you don't communicate with me, sometimes I'm not going to catch on, and I feel awful after a client throws up. It should not get to the point where they're throwing up. So
Man, this motherfucker made me throw up.
no, I definitely will work you super hard, and you'll have a great workout, but my goal is not like, I'm going to make this person throw up. That's just not me.
Like, fuck you.
I would just win. I get
off
called
today.
a lot of different names usually, training, so. But I got called a demon a few weeks
Really?
ago.
Whoa.
Damn.
I mean, that happens. It's all in the sport of working out and working all those demons out. You know
Well,
what
yeah,
I mean?
they're like, you're a demon, and then when they leave, they're okay. See you tomorrow. I'm like, okay, see you then.
I think trash talking and shit talking is just part of the fitness culture sometimes.
There has to be some type of leeway of shit talking. I don't want to even call it like shit talking, just like
Right, because you're not
emotional
like,
expression.
Right,
like,
because
you know
you're
what
not
I mean?
insulting nobody.
Exactly.
It's just a
You
unfiltered
motherfuckers.
reaction.
Yeah,
like,
for
it's just
sure,
like, it's
for
not, I don't
sure.
mean that in the worst way, but it's just like it's almost like saying thank you in like in a bad manner.
It is. It really, because that's what I used to tell my guy back in high school who was training me up until prom to like fit my suit real well. That was my favorite line, "You motherfucker." And I used to say with a smile on my face, and I'd be like, "I hate you. I hate you. I hate you."
Exactly.
And again, show up again tomorrow and be like, "So what we doing?"
Right, right.
So, as we wrap up this episode, do you have any questions for us?
I'm curious about the podcast because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't listened to you guys before.
That's fine.
You guys seem
That's fine.
great, and I will. But how did you start this? Whose
Man,
idea
that's
was
the
it
most
first?
common question every time everybody's on.
Whose idea was
So
it?
again, for everybody who's already heard this question
Man, we
and
should,
hear
like,
this
write a
story,
book on this.
we're gonna defer it to Jacob because it was all his idea.
How did the Avengers assemble? Nick Fury.
Disclaimer: it was not all my idea.
Oh, thank you. All right. He
So-
tells the truth.
That's the first time you ever said that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've
Thank
always,
you.
anyways,
Wrong.
Story enhances.
I used to work with Clifton at Paragon in Elyria. He always talked about it. He said, everybody's making a podcast. Why can't we? We always talk about interesting shit.
and this was early when podcasts really weren't on the map, but I was getting ahead of it early.
2018
Okay.
type shit, I believe. So me and him talked about it. I didn't work with him for much longer, but we still communicated text. Hey, da 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 da. Then I brought it up to these two one day. I'm like, hey, look, I've been talking to Clifton about this. What's going on? You know, are you guys interested? Not interested? They're like, well, let's get everybody together and see what happens. So set up a meeting with these guys, and then Gabe was gonna buy something off Ash, and he's like, care if I come over? I'm like, no.
Buy merch off of me. Don't
Long
merch.
story short,
I was
though.
gonna
I-
say.
I'm saying like
You
I'm
made it
buying
sound
like
sketchy.
yeah.
Right. You about
Buy
to buy
some
some
merch.
shit off him.
And then after that first meeting, we just was like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it. And we bought different equipment. Then that equipment did not work out, and we ended up here with the table and mics, and now we're here.
You guys fused together very well.
Yep.
It flows.
I've known this motherfucker my whole life because he's my uncle.
This motherfucker.
And then most of these I've known for at least I'm
least
gonna say
10,
I'm
at
gonna
least
say
10.
10, almost
Yeah.
maybe 15 years now. I've known at least of them. If we haven't known each other like how we know each other now, we've always heard of each other just through Jacob or through other things. And
So it brings me back to why I'm the glue.
no, not
Yeah,
really.
yeah, yeah.
Because
He knows-
again,
he
I
knows
went on my
me.
way to talk to Ash that day, and I was gonna link up with Ash no matter what.
But he knew Ash through me though.
but
when he
he-
first met him,
I
so.
threw him in the loop. I'm like, you want to be a part of this podcast too? He's
Exactly.
a younger generation. Than us.
That's
I'm
fair.
like, you might
That's
as
fair.
well.
I'm not gonna combat that because that's fair.
Or did you think of that idea?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
I all he told me was, I'm gonna buy some merch off Ash. Do you care if I come over? I know
and
you
they
guys have a meeting."
happened to be at
Right.
his house, which is
So
convenient
that's
for
why
me to
he
go
says
over there.
He got lucky in a way. To a
Pretty
certain
much,
extent.
I stumbled into this. I never had no intentions on doing any of
I wouldn't
this.
even say lucky though. I think that you were supposed to be in that space and it was supposed to happen.
Yep.
So we are here today because everything aligned is supposed to be like this. Like,
Right.
We're not like it wasn't forced. It just like naturally came about.
Yeah,
So.
I think just like I said, knowing them for so long helped me groom myself to be a lot more mature than what my age appears it to be. So me and Austin recollect on some shit that I honestly shouldn't understand that he knows. Like, you know what I mean? Like him being older, or Cliff or John, or even you or Jacob. Like, I just feel like being in a higher space with older people have helped me put myself here at this table.
Yeah, because
yeah.
eventually we all want our own like ownership of some space. Like we want houses, we want just to have that sense of gratitude. Like I accomplished this space. So
Right, I want to be friends
And I
with
look
Jeff
at
Bezos.
like, for my instance, I look at everybody who has their own home. Like at the age of 28, I still have 3 years to do that, and I'm putting myself in the position to where I'm gonna own my home by I'm 28, or if not even sooner, honestly.
yeah.
So-
Like I said, it's all like a mindset and being around people who want to feed your mindset of like, okay, I want you to be better, so I'm going to push you. Like if you're around toxic people all the time, you're the only one
Right.
positive. Eventually, it's going to weigh on you, and you can fall victim to it or you can get out of it. So
Exactly.
yeah, it was separation. So
And that's my mental health workout
That's
for the
awesome,
day.
guys.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna do a mental checkup.
Hold up.
Ash?
First, give your socials a shout out. Give your business a shout
There
out.
you go.
Okay, so if you're interested in personal training, Lift with Lyss Personal Training, I have a website. It is liftwithlisspt.com. You can sign up there, or you can text or call the number that is on the website. So go ahead and Google Lift with Lyss, and I should pop straight up there. So
any Instagrams or Twitters or
we have an Instagram handle. It is Instagram and then /Lift with Lyss. So
So I have one more question for you, and then we'll do the wellness check. Does fat shaming work?
no.
Okay.
No, I honestly feel like you have to want it yourself, and you can't do it out of shame, because you're going to try to get it done quickly because you feel shameful. People made you feel bad, and then you're not going to keep that weight off because it's a temporary feeling.
the determination and the drive would not be the same. I don't think
It's not.
the drive
You
would
have
be
to have a positive drive in order to do it.
when you. I feel like when
Positive
you're going
ambition
into there, you
versus
can't
shame.
just go on for an hour drive from Cleveland to Lorraine. You need to go from Lorraine to Cali to in order to reach your destination.
It's a journey, not a it's a journey. It's a marathon, right?
marathon.
Not a sprint, right? So that's how it goes. Okay.
And there isn't, just fat shaming. There's skinny shaming. There's all different
Right.
types of
People are
going
assholes.
on. Yeah, people are so judgmental.
Right.
I mean, like I said before, assholes are like opinions. Everybody has them, and some stink more than others. But it just depends on what you prefer. So, yeah. So we go into our wellness check. We do this every episode to see like where we are mentally, physically, spiritually. Okay. So we'll start with Jacob. You want to start this?
Man,
Where are you, 1 through 10?
I'm at like a 6.
Why 6?
Parker.
Oh.
Teaching a 3-year-old how to potty train. I've tried not yelling. I tried yelling. I tried different methods. Tried reward systems. Dude, literally, he's sitting right here. His little potty's right here. He's gonna pull it. Bro, you've even said, I gotta go potty. But you just still stand there, Parker. Come on, dude.
So just sit him on the thing until he goes.
Oh, no. This is an asshole. Love my son, by the way. Yeah, asshole.
Just shout out my son.
Asshole.
One of the first times we tried to potty train him, we sat him there. Guess what? He held his pee for 3 hours. We would let him go play.
No,
we would let him go play. Like, take 30-minute break. Let's try again for 10 minutes. See if you do it. Nothing. Go play. Let's try again. Literally. And then one time, after we were like, you know what? We're done trying for right now. Pissed. Diaper full. Soaked through. I looked at him. He's like, hit. I'm like, you're just like me, dude. I can't stand myself sometimes.
So sometimes you gotta go to the restroom, you just hold it, and then you pee on yourself.
No, I don't do that. No.
I would hope not. I'm trying to connect the dots here.
There you go. You're welcome. But yeah, I'm at. But besides that, everything all good.
Okay.
Groovy like a drive-through movie.
All right.
Never heard that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's so different. All right.
Say that one more time. Groovy like a drive-through movie.
Where'd you hear that from?
1970s reference or something?
Honestly, I think I heard it from like a series recently. Don't know, but yeah. You're welcome. I blessed you today with that.
Gabe, wellness for you.
Oh my god.
Wellness mentally or physically?
This guy.
You're welcome.
Mentally, I'm cool. You know me. Physically, my knee fucking hurts. I'm hungry. So I mean, I could do a little bit, a little eating to be cool, but I ain't gonna complain, man. I'm alive. Ain't nothing to complain about today, man.
You're mellow. Okay.
There you go.
John.
Better than last week. So
Okay.
Yeah, you said your homework was whooping your ass last week.
Yeah. Right now, I still got some homework. It's gonna whoop my ass tonight, but we're good. Everything's good. I feel good.
There you go. Me, I'm at like a 3 or 4. I'm trying to make it through the day. Like physically I'm fine, but mentally it's just been a long weekend, and today was just no good. Trying to get my brother's baby shower location was just like weird, and I had to like yell on the phone for unnecessary reasons, and it's just been rough. I was talking to Jacob about it just a little bit. He asked me something simple, and usually like I'm selfless and very compliant, but like today I was like, I'm not gonna lie, kind of like a smart ass in my immediate reply, but I like apologized and everything, and I'm here. I'm feeling better. I had a drink, so it knocked off the edge, and I think I'm growing steadily, and hopefully by bedtime I'll be at an 8. But right now I'm a 3 or 4.
Okay.
That's rough.
Like I said, just
It's life.
Remember to breathe, and just try to stay in a good headspace.
I've had like a positive 8+ streak going on for weeks, so this is like my first 3-4 report card. I'll be fine. Oh, I appreciate you, Gabe.
Got you, man. I got you. I got you to get you something to at least a 6 for a time being. You know what I'm saying?
That'll put me at an acceptance level of 7.
There it is. I got
There
you,
we
bro.
go.
I got you. You can't be no 3 or 4 around me.
Alyssa, for you.
Mentally, I'm doing really well. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm like a 9.
Ooh.
That's what we like to
Yeah.
hear from our guests. That's
Yeah, I'm doing
awesome.
really well. I had a great weekend.
That's good.
And I have new clients tomorrow. It's gonna
There it
be
is.
Yeah.
Get it. Did a new thing today, too.
Yeah.
Was this a
I
part of
did.
that 9 process?
Oh, for sure. This has been fun.
Yeah. See, I told you it's not that bad. Once you get
I
on
was
it,
so
it's like,
nervous. I don't know why.
nah.
But
What was it to be nervous about? Just
Exactly.
I don't
like-
know. I've known all of you for other things.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I was about
I've
to
known all
say.
of you forever. So
Yeah. Just we're in a different space now, so we're trying to, evolve and just, connect.
Have
more.
fun, man. This
And now
is
you
just all
see-
about communication.
Why information sometimes leaks in the media about like big people like talking on podcasts and they slip up and say certain stuff because this is very homey, you know what I mean, and comfortable. So you can end up saying anything and not realize you're gonna pay for it later.
Yeah, but I think we all go into this willing to accept that.
Right? We do.
And I mean,
I'm
for
just
the
talking-
most part, we don't say nothing outlandish. I mean,
I
we
think
kind
it
of
was
saved
just
that
the
before.
We know the game. I'm just talking about the people who are, stars who don't really know
Yeah,
the game.
100%. I
And they
mean,
can get canceled tomorrow if they say.
if we all had at least $200,000 to $350,000 in our bank accounts, we might be on that same level too. But
Right.
hey,
we're
we
not.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. We can say what we want because we're not as big.
Yeah.
I like that.
We're climbing.
Yeah.
Climbing, though.
But then I don't want to be one of those things. 10 years ago, this motherfucker said this, and then
And that
we're
was-
getting canceled and shit, and it's gonna be dumb as hell.
We better not. We can just say, man, it was just fitting at the time. We were just getting out of the pandemic, still fighting it, just trying to make laughs go.
Trying to live.
Right.
Damn, Craig.
Shut your ass up.
Shut your ass up.
Well, Ash, how are you doing?
How your
Take a deep breath.
AirPods Pro doing?
Why would you?
You're welcome.
This is a dickhead.
I was a 8 and you just brought it back down because I had to. No.
Good.
Hey.
I am at a 6, I would say.
I got you. I got you. I told
No,
you.
I'm fine now. I'm at a 6 just because I have the wedding coming up. So, it's just getting all those things aligned and, dealing with this guy on a daily basis as well, Jacob. Well, yeah, I think I'm at like a 6. Me and John have our conversations on the side too. So, I think that therapy definitely helps with anyone who wants to like just seek healing in some aspect. All right, you wanna? Clifton, give us a gym.
I got you. And
And then you might as well just close us out after that because I don't trust Jacob to do it.
Okay, knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. That's by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe.
Von
That's,
Goethe.
that's a name.
like that.
Whoa.
I'm about to name my
Go.
son that. All right.
Wolfgang.
Flows with the whole fitness thing. You must do. Can't just know. You must do.
All right. This has been a lovely, lovely episode of It's On Us. Again, make sure you guys go like us on Spotify, Apple, Podbean, anywhere else we're on iHeart too, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So-
Give us 5 stars.
I gotta work on getting us on Apple Music next because I heard we can do that too.
Oh, we up. Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fine. Yeah, so
Don't forget to rate us too.
make sure you guys go again follow Alyssa on her pages, social media. If you want to give those a shout out one more time.
it's Lift with Lyss Personal Training. Website is liftwithlisspt.com.
There we go.
Let's go. You guys stay tuned and tune in next week for the episode.
Hasta luego.
Thank you for listening to IOU Podcast, where you can reach us on Spotify, Apple, Podbean, YouTube, and our Gmail is IOU Podcast 440. And this has been a great episode with my boys, and stay tuned for next week, and God bless.